So, hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So I wanted to do a cost breakdown on mods that I've done to my Forester XT. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what modifications I've done to BBYFOZ, as you guys know, and just an overview of the mods and everything like that. So let me start off. So I've done some brief engine modifications. I've done an STI 6-speed swap. WX brakes front. I didn't end up putting the rears on because I'm planning to do some other stuff eventually. Obviously the 6-speed swap, exterior with STI bar, spats front and rear, just stuff like that. Suspension, like I've done with white line, front and rear. I've also put in silvers. So I'll start off with the engine modifications that I've done on my Forester. So some of the modifications is my Process West top mount intercooler, which I got for $650 used off a friend. I also got a VF35 turbo off one of my friends with a 03 STI. So I also got that ported when I was at got a Rex, but I'm not going to include pricing of extra work when parts were put on the car, etc. So it was $550 for that. I have a Blouch 2.5 XTR 8cm turbo, which I got for $600 used of a friend. I've got a GFB response blow-off valve, which was $340 new. Let me find some of the other ones. A Peerberg 3-port boost controller, which was $149 back when I purchased it. I also purchased a PSI inlet for the turbo. That was $199 new. Also a Process West intake, just the standard size, which was $380 new. But it was brand new when I got it off my friend. So one of my mates had the exact same Foresters. I'll post some pictures in. He originally bought the Process West, but he ended up wanting to sell the car. So we did a swap from my Cobb to his Process West. The car was a VEMS cylinder for cooling mod, which was on the car, and they're $120 new. I haven't bothered to take it off yet, but when I do my build motor, hopefully this year or next year, that will come off, so I don't really need that anymore. I also have an aftermarket aluminum radiator. I think it's a Golfer's one, which I got for $200 used off a friend. I have an AM 340 fuel pump, E85 safe, and that was $179. It came already with an aftermarket downpipe. I don't know what it is. It's some unknown one. I think it's an Empire one, I'm guessing. I also got off a friend a HKS high power silent catback, which was $500 used. I got a Rex catch cam, which was $495. I got an Affen radiator shroud / guard cover, which was $150 new, an STI oil cap, and a Cusco brake stopper, which I've actually taken off the car. So just in engine modifications, I've spent about $3,400 roughly. Now going to the STI 6-speed. So I did a hybrid STI 6-speed swap with an 04 STI Forester box. So I got it for about $2,000, plus the clutch. I put a new clutch in, and then I also got a Goodrich solid clutch line, which in my opinion is great. Some of my other friends have used it on their track car and other stuff, and the pedal feel stays the same when the car's really warm and stuff. So I thought that's a great little mod compared to the stock line, which when they get hot, it's like the brake lines, they start to swell or expand. So I thought that was a good little mod. So in total for the STI 6-speed swap, that cost me $3,900. I had to put originally when I did the swap, I had to find a 3.9 rediff, so I put in an old, I can't even remember how old it is, it was probably like a 2000 rediff R160, which lasted fair few kilometers, and then it blew up, so I had to put a VA WRX Auto rear diff in, which is still in the car now. I got it with 40,000 Ks on it, and it's been perfect ever since. But eventually I'll finish the drivetrain swap, maybe do Brembos for the rear, and then do something special in the front, maybe some 6 pots or something like that. To just start with some of the interior sort of mods, so I purchased, well, it's kind of interior, interior and external lights. I bought Lumo lights all around. It was about $450 all new. I got a center gauge pod, which was about $50. Pro Sport AFR gauge, 300 new. Pro Sport boost gauge, 160, and then a Pro Sport oil pressure gauge, which was 160 as well. I got, back in the day, JDM Forester STI seats for $1,200, front and rear. I still haven't installed the rear. I've still got them in storage. So eventually I want to put that in and make a video on how to install the rear, because the rear is the harder part compared to the front because it reclines and stuff. So eventually I'll get to that. And that was $1,200 used. I also got a Forester STI cluster for $350. I also got carbon dip switch boards for like the windows and stuff all around, and then that was $100. Also got a suede steering wheel, originally with an STI Forester steering wheel back in the day. That cost me $50, I think it was. Yeah, $50. And then I did a STI Forester HVAC control, which I still actually haven't finished, which I got for $200. A Stewie sub box, which they're pretty rare these days. They don't really come up that often. I had two. I actually got this one and 2 other boxes for both sides. I actually sold them to my mate for a bloody steal. They were never used, and yeah, and now it's worth pretty big money. And I got that for $50. So I can't complain there. I also have a damn steering wheel. And what else have I put in? I've put new window gussets in, because classic SG Subaru, they have the awful windows, so I got rid of that. I put an STI surround in, which was 160 new. I also put an STI airbag in, which I got for $220. So just in that, for interior sort of stuff, that was about, it's hard to guess. And if I include the exterior, so I'll start with the exterior as well. So I got an STI Forester one, which was $1,000. A lip that I got off my mate, which was brand new, for $50. New OEM, new lenses, $100. A carbon mid wrist spoiler, $200. STI scoop, which was $250, and I got that used. And STI roof rails, they're mainly crossbolt ones, but they're $250. I got STI tail lights, spats front and rear, which I got for $400, which was pretty good back in the day, because now they go for a ridiculous amount of money. I can't believe how much I go for. And they're genuine OEM, so they're worth a bit of money. A carbon exhaust shield, that was $50. Carbon front grille, which I bought new, I think off eBay or something, for $200. I got rid of that recently. I sold that to a mate. And I've recently replaced it with a cross sport grill for $200. I got used. I got a Sims wing for $350 with the brake light, which was pretty good. It's obviously a wrap, it's not the genuine Sims wing, sadly. And then I've got carbon dip door handles all round, $50, or $150, sorry. I also used to have XXR 530 rims, 18 by 7.5, wrapped in some Bridgestone RA003s, which lasted me for a while. I originally bought that off a mate for $700 with brand new tyres basically, so it was a pretty good steal. I got the rims for basically free, just had to pay for the tyres. And my recent wheel choice was Ankai RS05RRs, which is a 18-9.5 times 9.5, and I also wrapped it in Hankook RS4s. So all up with the tyres, it was 2,800, which is pretty good in my opinion. I also put Legacy. Couple other things I got. Obviously the Forester rain guards, which I got for $240 new. Cusco front brace, $185, and I got that new as well. The brake setup, which was WX 4-pot fronts, $100 used off a mate, and then the 2-pot rears, also $100, which I didn't end up installing. I just kept the normal Forester ones because I want to do Brembos in the future, so I sold them recently. I did a solid Goodrich solid brake line kit all around. That was $170. I put DBA T2 front and rear with Hawk performance pads, HP 5s I think in the front, and then I think just their standard ones in the rear, and all up that cost me $400 new. I put in for the suspension, I put Silver Neo Max S's in, 1.5k new, and then I put a Cartboy front and rear end links, the solid ones, which I feel like are better than the white line because I've broken a few of them, so I wanted to try these out and they've been great. I've had them on for 2.5 years and they've been pretty good. I've got STI Forester lower control arms in the front, and I put brand new bushings in it all, so that was about $240 for the front, and then I also put a correction kit from Whiteline, which was $230. Steering rack bush kit, $40. A Whiteline lockdown kit in the rear to make the subframe in the rear not move. That was $50, sorry. And then front and rear Whiteline, so 24 in the rear and then 22 in the front, and that was $350. So in total, I spent about $24,447 on the car, which is pretty crazy to think I've spent that much money already. But some of the stuff I've sold and recouped some money, so in the end it probably hasn't cost that much, but it's about the mid 25k I would say, and there's some future plans with the car. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll share some more Forester content coming up soon. Alright, thanks guys. Alright, bye.